Brandon, it looked like you had a pad and then a glove on your left hand. How badly was that nicked up during the course of the game today?
I honestly didn't notice anything was wrong until I came off the field. It was just like I don't know what you call it, mallet finger or whatever. So they just straightened it up, put a glove on it. It was good to go.
Did they do anything differently defensively, the Giants, than you had anticipated? I mean, they're a defense that doesn't let the ball get behind them. You know, they keep everything with them. And was that their deal today? Did they do it any differently than you had seen?
No, I think they did a good job of that. You know, we tried to take some shots when we could. You got to give them credit. They played did a great job of keeping things in front of them, and it was tough. So it was a lot of kind of short intermediate routes, trying to get sustained drives. And I think a couple times we either hurt ourselves with penalties or something went wrong, and we kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit and didn't get a whole lot of opportunities. I think we only had 3 possessions in the whole first half. So when it's going to be a game like that, you got to make the most of your possessions.
Brandon, you got your first start since the 2019 season. How do you think you performed today?
You know, obviously there's I'm my own worst critic, so there's going to be a lot of things that I think I can do better. Obviously the interception, putting a better ball placement where it's only he can get a hand on it. And then obviously the last play, the fumble, was what cost us the game. So there's definitely going to be a lot of things that I'll find on tape, and things I can get better at, whether that's a read, a throw, or what. But I'll definitely get better from this.
Brandon, what was it like going from essentially the emergency COVID quarterback to being the starter in the span of like a week?
Yeah, you know, you prepare every week regardless of your position. So I think I was preparing like I was going to play each and every week. So really nothing really changed for me except getting to actually play on Sunday. So as far as preparation went, you know, everything was still the same in terms of the film I watched, and obviously got, you know, reps in practice. But you know, like I said, I'll learn from what I did during the week, see what I can improve on, and then take that to the game.
Is it true that at Wednesday's practice the ball never hit the ground? I mean, you completed every single pass you threw on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we did a great job on Wednesday. I can't think of one when it hit the ground, but you know, obviously you're going against, you know, good looks, and obviously the receivers we have. You know, all I'm trying to do is give them a chance on pretty much every play. So, you know, they do a great job. The line, I thought, did a great job today. And like I said, we'll all watch that film, and we'll all try to get better and then see the little things we can improve on to try and close out a game and get a win.
How important was that to have a good week of practice to validate you to your football team as you were getting ready for this game?
You know, I think it went a long way in terms of just the guys having confidence in me, seeing that I could make, you know, a lot of the throws that we needed to make to win games. And so I think just them being able to finally see it, obviously that, you know, I haven't taken any reps to those guys all year. So I think them being able to see, you know, the fact that we were on the same page on a lot of the routes and timing and all that I think it just kind of gave us a little boost of confidence.
How hard was that
when you signed go ahead.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
When you signed here during the summer, did you feel like you were one play or 1 week away from becoming this team's starting quarterback?
I think you always have to have that mindset. You know, whether you're the second string or the third string, I think you have to go in each and every week and know that you're one play away, regardless of the position. So that's how I've always prepared, whether I was on practice squad or not. So I think that's the only way, the only mindset to have in the backup position role.
You've been doing this for a long time. Have you ever had – I mean, you basically went into a game with a week of practice with these guys. I mean, right? I mean, that's basically – I mean, have you ever done that anywhere? JV, I mean, Pee-wee, I mean
you know, I think last year in Denver when I got my first start, you know, I was running a lot of the scout team in Denver, so there was definitely some live action throws being made, and a lot of it was the scout team receivers and all that. But you know, this league is tough, and you know, sometimes that's what's asked of you to do, and there's no excuses to be made. You just have to go out there and perform.
Brandon, in the preseason, when you were creating opportunities for yourself behind Joe Burrow, taking steps, throwing to people when it was 7-on-7 receivers that he wasn't throwing to, you're throwing to him, getting reps, creating those opportunities. Was that all your own mindset? Did you create those kind of opportunities yourself?
Yeah, me and obviously the scout team receivers that and Dan Pitcher every single day after practice we'd stay and we'd throw a majority of the routes that Joe was throwing in practice too. So, obviously it's not the same as getting it with the live receivers and the timing of their route and all that, but you have to find a way to get those reps, and that's what we decided to do.
Hey, Brandon, can you walk us through that last play? What was going through your mind and what you saw? Please.
Yeah, I knew we only needed about 15 yards to get within field goal range. We had a little miscommunication with me and TB. I was expecting one thing, and he read it a different way, and obviously I kind of got stuck on him. And then from there, I just got to do a better job taking care of the ball. I was trying to scramble and make a play, but in that situation, the best thing just try to get forward as far as I could.
2 more minutes with Brandon.
Brandon, with you essentially being quarantined as you joined the team, I mean, how difficult did that make your acclimation to the roster when they signed you and just getting your feet wet and just the normal process of joining a team? It's definitely a weird year, but it's a weird year for everyone. So again, there's no excuse for that. But I've been around the building. The guys have seen me. Obviously, I'm out at practice and all that. So, in that aspect, and like I said, that first Wednesday practice, I think it was just good for the whole team to kind of see the throws being made and all that. And so, I tried to talk with as many guys as I could and get to know a lot of guys. But this whole season with COVID and all that it's a very strange season.
Brandon, you couldn't get much running game established, and that really made pass rush even that more intense. With that said, how are your feet and your eyes? Were your feet pretty good? And did you see the football field the way you wanted to?
Yeah, I for the most part, I think I did. Like I said, I got to go back and look at the film. I thought they did a good job stopping our run game. And so when you're forced to do it, and then again, they played a lot of things, heavy zone coverage, played everything deep, try to take away a lot of our routes that get down the field. And so, we were forced to hit a few checkdowns, and that's just kind of the type of game they wanted. And then that's how it played out.
One last question.
Did you say your finger was hurting? And if so, how did that happen?
Yeah, it was on one of the plays. I'm not exactly sure when it was. Kind of didn't notice it, came off, and it's just I think they called it a mallet finger or something. So it won't affect me at all.
It's on your left hand, right?
Yeah.